fridge, cooker, refrigerator, microwave. You're all ready to experience this fantasy with me. Welcome to Seguku. When you're looking at modern houses, the entrance will be the first place that will tell you exactly what to expect in terms of design. So here you can see for this house, these tall pillars. It's a nice, simple shape, something that really catches your eye. And I think as we're going through, you will see that that is the quintessential essence of what makes a house feel more modern. So we're gonna finish these off as always with beautiful molding. The entrance is fantastic. It's as grand as you would expect for a house of this size. We're walking into a really large door. Big openings are another hallmark of modern design. Over to my right, we have a space here. I've been told that this will be a space that functions as like the welcome area for your guests. So I'm imagining having a couple of seats in here where someone could sit down, take off their shoes as they continue on into the house. So one of the main features that I was told by our lead designer, the ideas that he had in terms of making this not only a modern home, but futuristic and also a smart home, is by including really simple lighting all throughout. This house also has a very open plan. So I'm currently in the living room, the dining area, and then we have the kitchen. But one of the main things as I'm looking around, I'm noticing the lead designer, Mr. Cleophas, did tell me that a big part of what we do, as much as we love lighting, we're going with something that fits the aesthetics. We're going minimalist, we're going modern, we're going futuristic. So the light placement has to be very, very considered. I am looking around and I can already see where I assume we're planning to put the recessed lights, and I'm seeing that go throughout. So let's take a look at the kitchen. What are we doing for the kitchen? Sink, hood, cooker, refrigerator, microwave. So the idea is, because we have this entire kitchen to work with, we want to create different spaces. So this section over here, there's going to be a bar, and it will be partitioned using an L-shaped island, and not in the way that you would expect. So the island would go this way and then take a turn right over here. So you can see that we've already done some plumbing and electrical wiring. That is because we are planning to have a cooker here and a sink, so that the island comes all that way, separates the bar, and then cuts this way, and it's multifunctional for both these spaces. Another thing we like to do is tucking away certain areas that don't necessarily need to be seen, especially with an open plan like this. So over on this wall, you'll have all the goods. You guys know we excel when it comes to cabinetry, so expect your microwaves, your cookers, anything that the client would want in terms of having a house that feels top of the market and looking into the future of all the bits and bobs that you might need. All those things will have space in this kitchen, just because, you know, it has been designed by Fine Urban Construction and Interiors. So as always, we'll have the sink over on this side. It's a big kitchen. There's so many bits and bobs that we're going to be putting around. We also have a pantry. So it's this area over here, we're going to finish off with cabinetry. And beyond this point, we have a fully serviced guest area. looking at the TV wall, we always like adding a little bit of spice to our design. So what we've done is left out this opening over here because the plan is to have an art piece right behind that, so that when you're looking in this direction, you catch a glimpse of something that's really, really beautiful. And as speaking of clever design, we realize that privacy is really, really important to your guests when they need to use the bathroom. So for this house, we did something really simple but effective by moving the door from this side over to this side so that it's obscured, and if you need to go in there, it's not right at the entrance. And it's just a simple thing that has made the biggest difference. Looking in this direction, we're able to see the staircase as well. And the thing that strikes me the most is the unique placement of the LED lighting that you know us for and you love us for. Usually we'll do it under the steps, but here we've gone with a very minimalistic touch and put it all along the side, and this runs all the way to the top. So once we get upstairs, you'll also be able to see that. But while looking at the stairs, I also have to emphasize the fact that it's made to measure, it's very safe, and looks impeccable. But of course, there is the elephant in the room. We don't have a handrail. This house is going to be very glass heavy. That means the sliding doors. We're keeping everything very, very futuristic. So if you think of just keeping things really clean, we will have glass as the handrail. Moving from the living room into the guest bedroom, I have to acknowledge the fact that the hallways on this property have been done so excellently. I am standing here right now. It's very spacious and there's so much light and air flowing through this space, which is very, very important in how your house feels as you're navigating. So I imagine as a guest walking into the guest bedroom, very big, very spacious. What makes me so, so happy is being greeted by that large opening again. I love that. And the fact that all these openings will be covered with glass just to retain these incredible views is absolutely perfect. This guest will also be able to step out and they have a mini balcony of their own. You can see we have really nice big windows here. Light and views are really critical to how this house will feel and how it will be experienced. This is where the headboard will go. I'm seeing over there the wiring has been done. That means the TV will be on that wall and we will have more than enough room for cabinetry. So this is the family/TV room. Mainly what we're focusing on in this space is obviously having the TV. All the wiring is ready to go. So all that's left to do is just bring in the TV and complete it the fine urban way. But also figuring out the layout. What's the most comfortable way we can pad this space out so people are truly relaxed when they come in here. And of course, we have the continuous touches of the big windows. It is a 360-degree view experience. So even for this room, you get to look out of these massive windows and it's green all around. So this is the garage. As it was explained to me, this is where you're gonna park your supercars. If you have two of your favorite cars that you like to display, this is the area where you would park them. I'm sure we'll finish it off with lighting. I'm seeing all around me. We have ample lighting, a nice big opening. All that's left to do is for us to create that ramp so that when you're driving those cars in, it's a really smooth experience. Here we have another bedroom, which I absolutely love because of another big opening that allows you to walk straight out and have an incredible view of the pool. But also, it's all about the layout. As always, with all the rooms we're going to do on this property, we're going to emphasize the layout because that determines how much storage you can actually have in this space. So from what it looks like, and I think this will be a pattern as we go through, you'll be able to easily identify where we intend to have the bed. So this room looks like we're going to have the bed over on this side. I'm seeing a really big marking on the wall here that says TV. So I presume this is exactly where we're going to hang the TV. And that means the rest of the space is for us to customize, make the wardrobes to measure, because storage is always king. I'm also seeing a lot of piping, which is not going to be unusual as we walk through, jutting out of the wall, and that's where we intend to install the AC units throughout this house. So as for the bathroom, LED lighting in the walls, we have built out the niches onto the walls so that you have an inbuilt place to actually display all your soaps, shampoos, whatever it is that you might have in your bathroom. The bathrooms throughout this house are going to be really simple, clean designs, but what's really going to shine is all the fittings. The contractor, Mr. Peter, did such an excellent job when it came to the entrance that when we came in, we were like, actually, that's absolutely perfect for the aesthetic. It feels super modern. So all we had to do was come in and add in our molding just to make it feel like we're stepping into the future. It is so well done. It's perfect. So props to you, Mr. Peter. But we're all about making long-lasting designs, and that's why we opted to actually mold that in from cement, from concrete. It is going to be long-lasting. And if our client ever feels like they're bored with the current design, all they have to do is repaint. They're never going to have to worry about it coming apart or looking bad and having to take it off and replace it. So it's such an excellent design, but it's also very long-lasting. Alongside that, we want to create an experience that cannot be forgotten. Right on this wall, we have a really big space. What we're doing as a company is creating a serene environment. We like looking at what is around us and adding onto it. So we're doing a waterfall, and we're going to have sculptures right at the top. We're thinking maybe flamingos, maybe some birds. Really, I don't know. I want you guys to leave in the comments. What do you think would be perfect to go on top of that massive waterfall that we're gonna have on this side of the house? So this is another entrance into the home, and at the moment, this is a ridiculously high step. That just doesn't make any sense. And you may have noted that that goes throughout the entire house, so all around. So what we're planning to do is to recess a section of this about 400 inches in so that you have a more sympathetic way of stepping into the house. And speaking of sympathetic ways, we definitely had to decorate this. Being an entrance to the house, this would be the ultimate indoor-outdoor experience. So what are we doing to make the most out of this space? What we want to do is retain this openness by using sliding glass doors, but not only for this section, we're also doing it for all the other open sections that lead into the kitchen and into the dining room, just so if the client ever feels like it, they're able to completely open up and enjoy the pool view and the bar and all the beautiful things that are going to be out here. But above that, we are doing something extraordinary for this wall. So initially we were thinking, should we do a waterfall? And then we were like, no, it doesn't make sense. The proximity, we don't necessarily want that much water that close into the living spaces. So what we're doing instead is creating a green wall. That should be absolutely stunning. I've seen this done by a pool in Rwanda and it worked so well. So I cannot wait to see once we have that done. And we're also going to finish off the space using a sculpture. So I want you guys to kind of guess in the comments, what kind of sculpture do you think? What kind of sculptures do you think we're going to use on the other side by the waterfall? And what kind of sculpture do you think we're going to use here? I want to see your guesses in the comments. We are now on the first floor, and on this floor we have a number of rooms. We have the master bedroom and we have 3 more bedrooms. We have an office, we have this balcony area, we have another balcony area over there, and there's so many exciting things we want to do in terms of the minimalist theme that we're going for. The first thing is, you love us for our gypsum, but for this section we're going to go with paneling and of course finish it off with a beautiful chandelier. On this section, this is the balcony of dreams. I've kept mentioning that the views for this property are very important. So of course we are going to continue with the glass paneling. We don't want to close off all that beautiful light. And this is such a great vantage point to see those beautiful pillars at the back entrance and also take in the molding at the gate and the sculptural work and waterfall that will be at the front. Now we can go around and take a look at what we're doing in the rooms. So this is the first bedroom on this floor, and as you can see, the theme continues. We have these big openings which are ideal to enjoy what I can only describe as the most incredible views. This house is on a hill, so whoever's going to be using this room will get to wake up and look out into the beautiful hills of Uganda. You can see over here we also have another massive window. All that light, all that greenery is being enjoyed at every angle at this room. For the gypsum, we're going to keep it nice, simple, and clean. Have the bed right over here. You can tell by the wiring that we've done. We'll have a TV on that wall, and we'll have the cabinetry over there so that you still have enough room to walk around and enjoy this room. But the most spectacular thing about this room, apart from the incredible balcony, is the bathroom. So there's certain features that we've made sure to incorporate to make every space feel very futuristic. So if you look closely at the walls in the bathroom, you'll see the niches we've dug out in the wall to continue adding that detail of LED lighting throughout all the bathrooms. You'll see that. We're going to make sure all the showers are high-end. So think jets, think mobile, think rainfall showers. So that's the type of aesthetic we're going for. But you can also see we've taken the time to build out a wall that has a recessed area where you can display all your soaps and all your extra goodies. So everything is nice and tucked away. This is room number 2, and as you can see, for this one we don't have a balcony, but whoever uses this room will still get to enjoy the views from this massive window. The main thing we're focusing on at this stage is the layout. So for this one, we're having the bed over here, we're going to have a TV over across, which just makes sense, and then right over here we'll have enough room to build out the cabinetry, meaning the wardrobe space will not be small. For the bathrooms, we're keeping it nice and simple. The key word for this property is minimalistic. So we are incorporating the LED lighting and have also built out that niche in the wall to display all your products. Another enjoyable thing about this house is how easy it is to traverse. As you can see, the hallway I am walking on is well lit. We've just left bedroom 1, checked out bedroom 2. We will be checking out the office in a minute, but it's so well lit. And at the end of it, where I'm heading, we have a nice small balcony that we have highlighted using the molding that you can see all throughout the house. It's a nice little feature and it continues the light. Bedroom number 3 is a continuation of all the other beautiful features we've seen in the other rooms. I've said time and time again, we're keeping things really simple. So for this one, the layout goes bed over here, TV over there, cabinetry over on this side. In each room, there's ample space for cabinetry, but most of all, I'll always highlight that every single person does get to enjoy a really, really beautiful view. And if you take a peek into the bathroom, you'll see that we have continued with the LED lighting. And when it comes to fixtures and things like that, you'll have to keep watching. Subscribe to the channel to see when we come back to Uganda to do the final reveal. The most important things about an office is how much light you're getting and how much space you have. You don't need to fuss around. And here we have so many openings to make sure that every corner of this small office has more than enough lighting. We've also gone ahead and did all the electric wiring, meaning we have gone through the step of talking to the client and understanding what kind of layout they would like. So over here you can see a prime example. We have a ton of wires here. Looks like this is the makings of a TV. And if you're wondering what this piping is all about, this house will have ACs all throughout. So the master bedroom has quite the entry. The light is flowing through, and I want to begin with the master bathroom. Here is one of the main structural changes that happened, and it was basically taking down a wall to create more space for a bigger tub, because you guys know that when it comes to master bathrooms, we want to put all top of the market fitting. So that means big tub with incredible views. We are going to go over the top with the shower as well. As I said before, it's all about the jets. You want to have the option of having a mobile shower, but you also want the experience of a rainfall shower. So the world is really your oyster. But as always, we have to think about where are we placing the sink and where are we placing the toilet bowl. But all that good stuff comes in the next phase. All you need to know for now is that we're importing majority of the things that are going to be used as fittings from Italy. Now, further on beyond the bathroom, we have the walk-in. So it's going to be a separation of his and hers once the cabinetry starts coming in. And we've made sure there's ample lighting in there so you can see each and every item. Now let's look at the main space. It's a simple shape and I absolutely love that, which made it so easy for us to decide where's the bed going, where's the TV going, and obviously you can see right behind me more wires. So the TV is going to be over there, which means the bed's going to be over there. But the most beautiful thing about this room is the idea of the client being able to wake up to this wonderful view. This house has a balcony that wraps around it, not completely, but like a 90-degree angle. So you have amazing views from this balcony. It's absolutely incredible, and I cannot imagine a more magical experience. The beauty of how this house has been designed is in the way that our lead designer, Mr. Cleophas Nyagaka, has been able to highlight some of the most beautiful section of this house with such a simplistic design. So what you can see over here is this molding work that you'll be able to identify as you're walking all around the house. This is such a smart way of creating a unique experience. No matter where you are, if you're able to see the view of this house, your eye will be immediately attracted to this design. And another way we're going to amplify that is by the use of color. So we're going to play around with grays. So sections of the house are going to remain white and these main sections are going to be gray. This balcony is on the most perfect spot. Not only do you get the incredible views of all the beautiful homes and nature that surround this area, but you get a very clear view into the front yard. Our client on this particular project is an entertainer, which means they like to entertain. So everything that we have put within this compound is towards that goal. So where we came in from the gate, you're able to actually drive down into this section, which is the entertainment section. You're immediately greeted by the bar. This will not be an ordinary bar. As you've seen on the main structure, we are making sure to use glass to take full advantage of all the views. So we're gonna do the same thing for the bar. We're gonna include a staircase from right over there to the top because speaking about views, that is the best place to actually get a 360 view of this entire compound. Up there, we're gonna have a gym and a massage room. So this compound is going to be fully kitted out. Not only are you going to be able to party and enjoy, but you'll also be able to relax. Size of this pool is absolutely amazing. I love how it's been constructed and it has so many features that you might not be able to see now, but as the journey continues, you'll be able to see all these things coming together. For instance, the bar is so close to the pool because right from the top, we're gonna install a waterfall that's gonna pour right into the pool. What an amazing experience. I can't imagine having that experience while you're inside the bar. But not only that, but you see the space between the pool and the exterior wall. We're gonna have jets over on that side pouring into the pool. So it's really going to be a full-on resort-like experience. That's the only way I could describe this, because another thing that the client especially asked for, they said they're not really into grass and trees and flowers. They want an experience that is more focused on cabro and concrete, and that's exactly what we're gonna do here. We might have a few trees here and there sporadically, but it's not gonna be the essence of the space. So we have the pool right there, but there's yet another space attached to the pool right next to it. So over on this side, there is a sunken lounge. That is one of those features that's just going to make this entertainment area more diverse. So you'll be able to sit down there, walk into the sunken lounge, relax in there. I hear there's going to be a fire pit, and beyond that, I always ask this question: what is a pool without a pool house? So we're definitely going to be building out a pool house, shower, toilet, just so you don't have to rush into the house when you're busy having fun. But also we're going to have a sauna, we're going to have a steam, we're going to have a jacuzzi. This is truly going to be the most relaxing and enjoyable experience that you could create in such a space. I honestly cannot wait to be back here to see how this area turns out with all these things coming together. It sounds wonderful. So if you want to be on this journey with me, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel and you have the bell notification on. That's the only way you'll know every single time we post a new video. And for those who are more likely to scroll through Instagram or TikTok or any other social media platform, we are Fine Urban Construction and Interiors. You can type that in and you should be able to find us on all platforms.